Hi there, it's Thomas481 here. Today is Saturday, August 16th. It is the end of week 24 of my rock bottom journey towards becoming a healthy person. Been kind of slack on posting videos. I apologize. Something I said I wouldn't do, and I'm going to try my best to get back into it on a regular basis. Maybe it's maybe hand in hand with the fact that my weight has stalled. I'm basically at 408 as of today, which would be about what 73 pounds. Um, Kind of hoping I can lose 7 before uh, August 23rd. That way it would put me right at 80 pounds. But nonetheless, I've kind of been at this weight, to be perfectly honest, for going on 6, 7 weeks. Um, some excuses are the fact that I've been injured. I got quite injured at the end of May, and then maybe the first week in July, I was playing basketball, just shooting hoops, not really playing basketball, just shooting baskets. And the next day, I had pulled or twisted or ripped some sort of muscle in my back, and over the span of 3, 4 weeks, it shifted. The pain moved from one side to the other to my shoulder. I went to see the doctor a couple of times. He basically said couldn't isolate it, but I used it as he did tell me to sort of lay off any kind of strenuous exercise, whatever. So nonetheless, though, I was at 412 or 413 5, 6 weeks ago. So to only be down 4 or 5 pounds from that it's not acceptable. I have a long way to go. I'm not living in some weird illusion that once I get to 399 that that's the finish line. Um, so I'm not looking at any other goals right now except getting getting to 401, which would be 80 pounds, and then into the threes. And that'll be an important day for me because when you're as big as I have been and am, threes is still, don't get me wrong, threes is still a huge number to be in, and I could be 301 and I'd still be a 300-pound person. But to get out of the fours would mean a lot to me. I've seen fives a long time ago. I was at 50 about a year this past maybe October-ish. I remember stepping on the scale and seeing 508 or 509 or whatever like that. So um, I don't want to go back to that ever again. It's hard uh, when you slip out of exercising and eating properly. It's hard. It's and when I live alone, so I don't really have anybody sort of watching and whatever. So it's got to be all about accountability, and that's not been my strong suit over the years. So okay. So anyways, coming up on the 6 month mark, that will be on August 23rd. Um, the 19th, which is next week, will be 6 months since the relationship ended. Um, I'm not doing as strong as I thought I would be at this point, but it's different though than it was 6 months ago. I'll tell you that much right now. I feel different. I certainly enjoy being a little bit more active. I've lived in this place that I'm in here for about 5.5 years. I honestly was never able to walk to the mailbox, which is about, I'd say, a block and a half away, um, and back. I'd never been able to really do that, and now I do it. Well, I check the mail Monday to Friday, and I actually went for a walk yesterday, which would have been probably the equivalent of 1, 2, 3, I'd say about 4 blocks. Still not, crazy far. But in all honesty, non treadmill, that's probably the furthest I've walked in, I don't know, 15 years, maybe more. I don't know. So I still have my goals of getting to 1,000 steps, 10,000 in one walk, 10,000 steps in a day. Um, I've been really good this week with food. I haven't been tracking it as much as I should be, but I've been just like vegetables, fruits. Everything is loaded up with those things. Counting the Weight Watchers points roughly, and I'm always in the 30, 35 range, 40 range maybe. And so definitely feel like I'm kind of finally righting the ship and finally, maybe going to put this 2 month sort of stall behind me, which, I do get upset with myself because, that's, I could be a lot less right now. I could be in the threes easily by now, and I'm not going to be able to go to this wedding in Idaho next month or next weekend. And I spent my whole 30s missing out on important events. It's purely a financial reason though, so I can't, do anything about that. So, anyways, that's my update. Depressing it is my theme, and I do this for myself, to be honest, and anyone who watches or comments, I really appreciate it. Um, I'm hoping someday to be an inspiration to other people. Um, I watched these videos for this gentleman, Robert Chestnut. Man, he's a pretty inspiring guy. He's not a perfect person, which is kind of what you're hoping for, to be honest. Deep down, I've watched a few of those shows. I've never really sat through, to be honest, The Biggest Loser, because I saw the previews for it and see people going insane, working out so many hours a day or whatever. That's just not realistic, and I'm not looking for super realistic. Sometimes I like to have diversions in life, but I can't do that. I mean, I guess in theory I could, but I know I won't do that. So, to put a silver lining on the last 2 months, I haven't gained weight. I actually dropped a little bit, so I'm not going to beat myself up too much about it. My next video will be in a week or so. I'm hoping to be closer to 400. And, if today is the 16th, that gives me basically 2 weeks. If I really work my tail off, maybe I can start September close to or even below 400. That would really be a nice way to start the fall. I really want to have a fall this year where I've never gone trick-or-treating with the nephews. They're both getting to the point where, they're 2, 3 years away from not going trick-or-treating anymore. Um, I've never been sliding with the kids, during the wintertime. There's lots of stuff I haven't done. So, my new life is already beginning, and I really want it to drastically change over the next year. So, okay, have yourselves a great week, and I will talk to you in a week, and I will keep trying to do these videos a little bit more regular. Thanks. Take care of each other.